Hello, and welcome to my channel, Dare to Nerd, where today I am reacting to the Season 5 finale of The Dragon Prince, Infantis Sanguine. Blood of an infant, or blood of the child. It's what the homunculus keeps chanting, so we're going to learn more about that today. So a few things. Before we begin the reaction, I have a lot to say. I noticed there was a comment that mentioned that Finnegan was confirmed dead in an interview with Real James. So I did actually look for that interview, and I did scroll through it because I was avoiding spoilers for this episode. But in the Q&A section, the very first question was, is Finnegan coming back? And Aaron Ehas, the co-creator of The Dragon Prince, said, no, he's not going to come back in season 6 or season 7. We're not going to see him again. But he made a point of saying that if you had asked if Finnegan was dead, he would have declined to answer. So Finnegan is not actually confirmed dead. We're just not going to see him in the show again. But he could pop up again in one of the novels or online short stories. So he is still a threat. At least that's my interpretation of Aaron Ehas's answer in that interview. I'm definitely one of those people that unless I see the body and it is 120% beyond a shadow of a doubt dead, they're not dead. And it definitely crossed my mind, Finnegan has that blood freezing ability. He could have easily frozen the blood of the sea leviathan and killed it and then tried to get out of its mouth and swim away. Tidebound elves can breathe underwater, and he was swallowed whole. He wasn't chewed up. So I imagine Finnegan is still alive, and yes, he does know the dark magic spell that killed the Dragon King, so he could someday in the future go after Domina Profundis. One other thing I would have liked to see more of is Kim Dael and Karim's interaction with each other. I understand there's a lot to cover in this series. There's a limited time, there's a lot of characters and plot lines to follow and get through, so we didn't really have time to deeply explore Kim Dael in this season, which I think is probably why they started the short story series on the website, and I thought that was very clever and necessary even to fully understand what's happening with each of these characters and what's going on in their minds. But I feel like that could have been such an interesting dynamic because they share a similar personality flaw. They both tend to underestimate their opponents. Kim Dael less so because she actually has the skill to back up her confidence, but her own arrogance and underestimating Aditi is what got her trapped in the first place. And Karim is exactly the kind of elf she thought she was dealing with when she went to Aditi. He's arrogant and sure of himself and way too confident, way too heart on his sleeve, revealing, what he's thinking and feeling. I would have loved to see more of them, but I imagine we'll see more of Kim Dael in future seasons. And hopefully Rayla will meet her. That would be such a cool scene and horrible, but also amazing. Karim, I was honestly surprised that he tried to release Kim Dael from her bonds. Because in my mind, I was suspecting that he might be leading her on and at the end will refuse to set her free just for safety reasons, because once he does that, there's nothing stopping her from killing him or anyone. She's a truly twisted individual that is entirely too powerful to be set loose on this world, and Karim knows that. So it was actually a surprise that he legitimately was going to set her free. It is telling that his priority when push came to shove was killing Janai so that he would become king. Not getting the Sun Seed, which Janai was the only one that really knew where it was. So killing her would have made the Sun Seed lost forever as far as he knew, as far as he was concerned. So getting the Sun Seed and healing the Sun Forge, not as much a priority as becoming king. I loved that we got to see Soren recognize the same kind of psychological abuse and control that he has endured in someone else, and was able to encourage them to stand up for themselves and break free of that abusive relationship. Like, well done. He's grown so much. In the first season, he was just this, himbo, basically. Not very bright, very strong, but this muscle isn't the greatest. But I love that as the seasons have progressed, we've gotten to see more depth and thoughtfulness with Soren. He is actually a very insightful individual and incredibly empathetic. All right, I'm done yammering. So, without further ado, let us begin episode 9 of The Dragon Prince. Infantis Sanguine.
Previously on The Dragon Prince.
Miana,
Ooh, that voice,
can I
though.
trust you?
Oh, I still don't trust this bitch. Look at that face! Look at the sinister look on her face and her eyes. Really? No, we can't trust her with anything.
We need to get to that little brown island and free Aaravos if we want to keep my dad alive.
I don't think it's an island. I really don't think it's an island. Love the Lord of the Rings-esque gates there, the carved figures. Okay, we're back to Viren. I mentioned in a previous reaction that him reaching out is so much like the Dragon King, he could be reaching out to his son. He could also be reaching out to his daughter.
Have a sandal.
Oh, yo, okay.
You have to help me.
You're
I
still,
fear I'm losing everything.
Oh god, your eyes.
Losing my mind.
Yeah, you're still there. That's impressive. What the fuck? Oh no, she's seeing
Oh, it feels so good to hear your voice again. To see your face.
Oh.
You're hurt.
A scratch. A mere nothing. Corrupted. Oh, I can feel my very being shattering from the inside out.
Okay. Yikes.
Perhaps if I let go, I can be with you again.
You must find strength for Ozymandias.
Oh, yeah, she was full dreaming. Okay. Yikes. Okay, so she's not fully gone yet, but she's getting there. Oh, wow. It's really spreading. Oh, shit. Wake up. Yep. Oh, God. She's gonna crash. Ah, God. Oh, that's gonna break some wings. It's cool that we kind of got to see Avazandum, how Zubeia knew him, right? Because we've only ever seen Avazandum as this, monster towards the humans, full of rage and murderous intent. We've never seen him concerned or affectionate, and we've hardly heard his voice at all. The only time we heard his voice was when he was killed.
Domina Profundus told me something they don't know. The secret of the prison.
Yeah. They're not gonna tell us yet. They are trying to save this reveal as a surprise so much.
The brown island.
What it is?
Where is it? We're here, but this doesn't make any sense.
No. No one said anything about a brown island.
And we're just in time. Barely. This is day 30.
Oh man. Oh, today's the day.
Claudia? You know how we got this map out of the dragon's mouth? Well,
Wait a minute.
I suspect the Brown Island may not be what it seems.
What?
Oh my god,
Brown
no way,
Island
he
may
had
just
food
be
in his
a
teeth!
piece of gunk from between the dragon's teeth.
It was the chocolate! The chocolate fill. Oh! The piece got stuck in the carving. Amazing! Wait, y'all didn't notice that sooner? You've had this, it's the slime you used is one color. Why would it change colors from a relief of the map?
Look. The prison must be down there, deep underwater.
I knew it was underwater!
I know just the
It's on
thing.
the bottom of the sea.
But first, we need to catch a purple pentapus.
Oh no. How can they both be there? Are they there on different days? How do they not see each other?
She enchanted the amulet with a spell that lets you breathe underwater.
Oh, that's what that is. I mean, it's a big ocean. You can't see the other side of it, I guess.
I might be able to use these runes without the amulet. And that means we could all go down.
Oh, scritches for the baby monkey. Oh, look at these guys. I mean, he did master the ocean arcanum, so yeah.
Falcubus.
I mean, this could end badly if he gets the spell wrong, but...
I don't feel
You
anything.
good?
I'm supposed to feel something.
Well, jump in the water. Whee! Cannonball! You got this. You're okay. You can breathe now. You good. I'm so proud of her. Conquering her worst fears. Way to go. How long does this spell last, though? Is there a time limit? Are we thinking, is this a gillyweed type of situation where you have like an hour? Don't panic. Don't panic. You're not drowning. You just gotta breathe. Hey, it's impressive that she even got in the water.
Don't make me squeeze you out. 3.
Are you mixing the pentapus ink with your own blood?
It's a spell, Terry, not a pudding recipe.
Terry, you should be used to this by now. Oh, but it's gonna look just like his vision, though. She's walking into the ocean. Oh, yeah! There it goes! Oh, it's like a mouth coming for her. I didn't notice that before. Oh, he's awake! Oh! God!
No,
That's
my
a...
baby girl.
Oh, that's a horrible thing to see. Just see her yanked under the water. Yikes. He woke up, though. It snapped him out of it. Hello, fishy. Oh, yeah, you can talk to the fish. Ask him where to go. What do we got? Oh, nice. We're jet propelled.
Lord Viren. Fancy seeing you
Oh,
here.
yo! What the Oh! Okay, I was wondering if you could just reveal yourself or speak through the homunculus.
Stop.
Oh, Jesus.
What have you
Christ.
done? You've trapped me with you.
No, I just transported your mind.
I sense Claudia approaching. Others are near as well. But no matter,
Oh, there she is!
your daughter is far more powerful.
Yee! Hey, Ursula.
Just a few hours left before your life expires. Poof.
Wow, the disrespect.
Infantis Sanguine.
Sanguine.
Named for the one necessary ingredient.
Uh-huh.
The blood of your child.
Uh-huh.
It's me. You know me. I'm still the same person. I am.
You don't look like the same person.
Everything
Ugh.
I'm doing, it's for my family. It's
Doesn't
to
make it
save
right.
my dad.
Yeah, your dad that, tried to murder them.
Same if you had a chance to save King Harrow. To bring back your dad. I would even help you.
Oh, there's a time limit on her spell. Okay. Also love the Ursula reference. I could even help you bring your father back from the dead. You poor unfortunate soul.
The prison should be here. You know, don't you?
I mean, you could freeze the tentacles, Callum. You know that spell. I was hoping for an underwater scene. Here we go.
Tell me everything you know, little king, or I'll squeeze it out of you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, nice. Claudia is gone.
I wouldn't expect you to harm Claudia or Soren. You will sacrifice your other child. Our child. Our baby was so cute.
I can also see where a lot of people will get excited by Aaravos saying our child. It's more of a symbolic child, I think. You know, they kind of made that caterpillar together with dark magic, so it's kind of like calling your art your child, you know, with something you make.
And I will show you how to use every drop of his living essence to restore your own life.
Wow, that's brutal. That's savage.
You must make the sacrifice.
I love how the homunculus is just innocently smiling at him with these big eyes. I'm also a little bit nervous about the homunculus's connection with Claudia, how he was mimicking everything she did. So I'm wondering if there's more of a catch than Aaravos is letting on. Like, if he hurts the homunculus, it will hurt Claudia, maybe. It's not like the homunculus is necessarily reacting when Claudia gets hurt. So perhaps not, but, you know, where dark magic is involved, I have to wonder.
No. I won't do it.
Oh, he won't do it!
I have followed a dark path. And worst of all, I have led my beloved daughter down this path.
Wow, if only you'd realized that, like, 2 years ago.
And I am done with you!
Hey! Well done standing up to him. I don't think he's gonna have a choice. Ooh, shoot! Hey! She conquered her fear? Those were Rayla's arrows. Yeah! Look at this! Woo! Ooh. Come on, monkey. Wait. Callum didn't do the underwater breathing spell with the monkey. Oh, the poor fish.
I'll destroy all of you if I have to!
Yeah, you're the same Claudia, huh? Sure. Lying to yourself. That dark magic has really affected her. It is kind of like a drug. The more you use it, the more it corrupts you. Yep. Gotcha. Yeah, her time's running out.
Where's my potion?
Looking for this? I liked the image of the octopus-like eyes flickering in and out with Claudia's eyes. Because Claudia, the girl that they did know, and the one that was their friend and a good person, is still in there somewhere, right? But she's being taken over with this darker side. Hey, there it is! It's a pearl! Yeah, that makes... Oh, and it's in the middle of the bones of... Hold on, wait. The clamshell is like at the heart, inside the ribs of an ancient giant sea creature. I wonder if those are the bones of the sea leviathan, and this is kind of spoilery for the books, But Domina Profundis wasn't always the ruler of the seas. She protected the rivers and lakes as well, and there was like a sea leviathan, a giant one, that was actually the one that protected the ocean, and that sea leviathan was murdered by a fleet of humans and elves, and in her anger, Domina Profundis destroyed all those ships and killed all those people and just decided to stay in the ocean. So I wonder if those are the bones of that same sea leviathan.
Queen Janai has returned.
Hey! Oh, they look sad. Why do you look sad? What's wrong? The bitch took off with the sunseed, didn't she? She took off! I love that those flowers are like their new symbol.
We're back.
And also that Amaya still has the sword. When are you gonna give that back?
Queen Janai, you have been betrayed.
I called that, I told you. Man, I knew that bitch was gonna take off with the sunseed. I knew it! Look, there they are. She's bringing it right to him. And he's missing that ring.
Whatever appearances might have been, my loyalty has never wavered.
Wavered a little bit.
The sunseed.
Son of a...
And there's something else.
Oh god, what did she do? What do you mean there's something? Oh, a bunch of people
I've
went
brought
with her.
you an army.
Oh, come on. All the extremists. Beg your pardon? Who?
Do you know the mushroom mage, the mushroom mage, the mushroom mage? Do you know the mushroom mage who lives on fungi lane?
You're a fungi muffin man. Okay, but wait, whoa. But how are you healing that corruption? Because the sun magic couldn't heal it. Man, they know something we don't. The mushroom mage.
You're just like your grandmother. Would you like to know the truth of her fate?
In these nightmares, it's Janai, but she is in the exact position as her sister Kesa and doing the exact same movements and facial expressions and everything. And I'm a bit surprised because when this actually happened to her sister, Janai was like pretty far away. I'm surprised that she could even hear this conversation.
I swallowed her.
I'm sorry, the bitch what? And yeah, it's kind of weird that she also can experience that same thing that Kessa experienced. It's interesting. But I swallowed her? What the fuck? You ate her? Like, you ate her. How literal and how metaphorical is that sentence that you swallowed her? Like, you took over her, overwhelmed her, took all of her life energy? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, Janai. She's had a bad day. She almost lost her wife, she was kidnapped and threatened and betrayed. They've lost the sunseed and like half of her people left. Now she's having nightmares about Aaravos, basically. I was worried about her. Oh, okay. She's alive. It was a close call. Oh! It actually cut off one of her legs? I didn't know the tentacles were actually, like, a body part. I didn't know the consequences would transfer. Lost a leg. Oh, wow. Where's her dad? There he is. Yo, your daughter. You.
Tomorrow, the sun will rise, and you will not.
I shouldn't feel bad for him. He's a horrible person, but, you know, you should probably stay by the beach so that you can talk to your daughter before you go, man. I think either he's gonna cave in and to save his own life because he's not gonna want to die again because the first time was kind of traumatic, or Claudia's going to do the sacrifice. She'll have no problem doing the sacrifice, none at all. She might force the life onto him. You know what I mean? Okay, look at this guy. Okay, Mary Poppins. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Do you know the mushroom mage? So, Zubeia healed? Zubeia no corrupt? Okay. Well, then he might have the answer to healing the Sunforge, for that matter. If he can heal the corruption that is spread through the wounds, the corruption on the Sunforge is what caused it. Like, he might have the answer there. What a wacky character. He's very Radagast-esque character. Family portrait day, huh? Oh, Viren's the disgruntled mom. This arrogant motherfucker here. You're Aphrodite. The pearl of the sea. I get it. I get it. Alright, that was Book 5, Ocean. I had a feeling that Viren would sacrifice his permanent resurrection to save Claudia, or at least save her from this path that she's on now. Going and crying in a fetal position off in the woods is not gonna help her steer away from that. Like, the minutes are ticking, my guy. You need to have a talk with your daughter. But I do also suspect that, you know, Claudia has sacrificed so much to bring him back to life that he's not going to take no for an answer. She's not going to respect that he doesn't want anything to do with dark magic anymore and is prepared to die. He doesn't want to die, but, you know, if it means letting go of this dark path and also steering her away from it, you know, he's willing to pass on. But I suspect that if she figures out that the blood of the homunculus is what will make his resurrection permanent, she's gonna complete that spell, whether Viren likes it or not. It is very telling that it was the concern for his daughter that finally snapped him out of his coma. And he finally did stand up to Aaravos. I was wondering if we would see Aaravos this season, because we hadn't seen him all season, which was odd to me. And also a little bit concerning. Like, I didn't mind it. He remained an underlying threat throughout the season, even without being actively present. But I found it concerning that Aaravos could, at any time, speak to Viren or Claudia, or even probably somehow get in contact with Callum. But he didn't feel the need to. Notice, it's almost like he had set all the pieces in motion and he was just sitting back and watching the show unfold, basically. Everything was going his way like clockwork and he didn't have to do anything, is kind of the feeling that I got of why he didn't show up for most of this season. And I have to wonder if the reason that he popped up and revealed himself to Viren was because he could maybe sense that Viren was having doubts and was about to change his mind about making this resurrection spell permanent and going through with it and releasing Aaravos. But yeah, I have to wonder if the reason why he finally revealed himself was because he thought it might be necessary to keep his pawns going in the direction that he wants them to go. Man, I knew Miana was gonna take the Sunseed to Karim. I knew. Because even though she didn't want to take the fall with Karim when he was stupid and challenged Janai to that blood duel, she still believes in his core message of, I don't know, Sunfire L superiority. She doesn't like the direction that Queen Janai is taking their people. She does not like this merging with the humans and the changing of their traditions. Change on that scale, especially after so long of being at war with these same people, that can cause a lot of fear and opposition. Failure to adequately handle disasters like the disaster that they've faced, losing their home, the Sunforge being corrupted, not being able to take back the city, and Janai really can't do anything about that, but she's also not really focusing on setting up a permanent home for her people. All of that does take time, but I could definitely see where her people, living in this crisis, living in a refugee camp, sees her focusing so much on this wedding with a human instead of getting her people back up on their feet. I could see how that could look bad. And I could see how that could make people angry. So I'm honestly not surprised. I'm a little surprised that so many people left with Miana. Clearly the whispers of discontent have been spreading in the camp, because that was a lot of people that left. So as of recording this, we don't have a confirmed release date for season 6. There was a tweet released by the Dragon Prince team that they will be talking about it in the New York Comic Con on October 14th. They mentioned that they will release a little bit of a teaser of season 6. From the tweet, it kind of sounds like maybe the first few minutes of the first episode, or perhaps a scene of Callum and Rayla at the Starspire. There was a poster released and a few images of Callum and Rayla in this snowscape, and this big column of light with this tower-like lookout structure kind of suspended in the beam of light. Honestly, it looks a little bit like a UFO. The beam of light that abducts things. That was my first thought. But I can only imagine that is where they're going to get the Nova Blade and the Quasar diamonds. I thought it was interesting that I only saw Callum and Rayla. It does look like there's a possibility that they are going on to the Starscraper just by themselves, just those two, which I wonder why. I wonder why Ezrin would not want to go with them to see this through. Maybe it's a combination of he is the king of Katalis and he needs to go back to do his duty as the ruler of this country. He's been away on this mission for a while. He also disagrees with Callum's idea of killing Aaravos, of getting the Nova Blade to destroy him. So I predict that is going to be an argument we're going to see pretty early on in season 6, is maybe a falling out between the brothers. One wants to just leave Aaravos imprisoned and leave it be and not get violent, and the other one wants to, take care of the problem permanently. So I can see where they're both coming from, but I think those different ethics are going to cause a rift between them. Book 6 will be titled Stars, so we're hoping we learn a little bit more about the mystery of Aaravos and his past. They did mention that at the New York Comic Con, at the panel, they'll be talking a little bit about this new Startouch elf. Maybe it's the one that's the carved statue with Aaravos. Maybe it's a different one. We don't know. I would love to find out. But it will be interesting to learn more about where exactly he came from, and these star-touched elves, or extraterrestrial beings that exist in the heavens, where Aaravos grew up and what exactly he did to be cast out. But that's gonna do it for this season, so thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and a comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. I really enjoy reading all of your comments, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye!